Collins. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
In our top story tonight, last week we reported that a longtime New Lisbon pharmacy will be changing hands, and this week we have the details. Welcome everyone to your hometown news on LYNXX 24. I'm April Frelke, joined by my fellow anchors Melissa Carroll and Nick Kaufman. We want to welcome our YouTube viewers to the show in addition to our TV viewers. If you have comments about this week's show, we love feedback, so post your thoughts or comments or questions on the Image Pictures YouTube channel or on our LYNXX 24 Facebook page, and we'll read them this week or next week. So
there you go.
Welcome back, Nick.
Yeah,
hey.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
You had a good vacation?
And he looks like he's still on vacation.
Yes, actually, mentally I am. But I saw you guys in the last several weeks with Joe, and you all did a great job.
Thank you, Nick.
Nice shows, yeah. I did 10 states. We were all over Kentucky, did the Creation Museum, down to a wedding, then the Carolinas, seeing relatives, and then D.C., White House, what's the other place? Capitol. And then on to Niagara Falls.
Oh,
excellent.
Do you have a favorite place?
Driving? I've been to the Falls twice before. This was the best time. Both sides, the Canadian, the U.S., going through customs with the passport.
The Falls trumped the White House?
Ooh, the Falls trumped the White House.
Yeah.
That's good. And with that, I think we better get back to the news.
The Connect 24 is brought to you by Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon. A longtime New Lisbon pharmacy has changed hands. Mile Bluff Medical Center has officially announced that Robbie's Pharmacy joined the Medical Center organization as of June 1st. The fixture in New Lisbon's downtown will continue to be operated as Robbie's Health Mart Pharmacy under the ownership of Mile Bluff. The Mile Bluff's Director of Public Relations, Kathy Benke, said that Robbie's and Mile Bluff have worked closely together for many years, are both locally owned and operated, and share similar standards and values when it comes to serving patients in the area. Benke added that having both Robbie's and Phillips pharmacies will allow Mile Bluff to expand its ability to coordinate care for its patients.
Well, that's good. I'm really glad that they're staying open because that is such an important
I hope my
downtown
guitar isn't
business.
going anywhere.
Right. I would miss my guitar.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, an estimated 1,200 people came out to Toma's first Kite Fest, which unfortunately I missed, okay? But it took place the first Saturday in June. Attendees make kites, flew kites, and watched professional kiters do their thing. Kite Fest was sponsored by the Toma Chamber of Commerce, and Chamber CEO Tina Thompson said kiters came as far away as Green Bay and Milwaukee for the event. Thompson said the Chamber hopes to continue the event in the future, but needs contributions from the community to help sustain it. And based on those who made their way out to the Toma soccer field on ET, for the first Kite Fest, the community hopes to see events return in the future. Thompson said, as we quote her, "We've heard extremely positive feedback from the community." So she says, people are thanking us for putting on such a positive, family-friendly event. So says Tina. Isn't that good?
It was really great. I actually didn't get to go, but I drove by because I was helping a friend move, and it was really impressive. Those kites were huge.
And we can tell people now to go fly a kite, and there's an actual event to do that.
Right, and the wind that day was perfect for flying a kite.
It was. There was a little bit of rain, but then it stopped for the rest of the day, so it was perfect.
Sounds fun.
All right. Well, school's out for the summer, and that means summer reading programs are kicking off at area libraries. Registration is going on now for the New Lisbon Library Summer Reading Program, and reading log packets are available now at the library. From June 11th through 29th, summer programming will be going on daily at New Lisbon schools. The June programming will focus on the music aspect of the library's rock theme, while a second daily session from July 30th until August 10th will focus on archaeology and geology. For a full calendar, stop by the library or visit the New Lisbon Library's Facebook page. For Toma Library users, the Toma Public Library's summer reading program kicked off June 7th, and the summer programming starts June 11th. Reading logs are available now. Stop by the library to sign up and pick up a calendar with weekly events for kids birth through 12th grade. Summer reading programs are a great way to help motivate kids to read during non-school months and avoid the summer slide of learning loss that often takes place when school is not in session. And reading is just such a great activity to do anyway.
Yeah.
For all ages.
Yes.
It's ageless, isn't
It is. It really is.
But that archaeology thing sounds particularly good, especially if they get into the arrows and stuff.
Yeah, and it goes with the theme
They're
rock.
doing flint mapping. Napping.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we saw that somewhere.
Well, here's a look at what's been happening in area sports. 2 New Lisbon runners competed at the state track meet last weekend in lacrosse. Zach Lau placed 14th in the 100-meter dash, while Owen Jones placed 16th in the 1-mile run. On the baseball front, Royal Panthers reached a milestone in their season when they clinched their second straight regional title in the 600th win for coach Joe Vitsinda, who became the first coach in Wisconsin prep spring baseball history to reach that number of wins. So congratulations, Coach Vitsinda. Royal had to get through 2 teams to advance to state, but fell in the first game to Independence Gilmanton 2-1 in their June 5th sectional semifinals.
Sports did pretty good in May while I was gone.
Yeah.
Local people did pretty good. Yeah.
Well, the Necedah Assembly of God's 6th annual Real Freedom 5K run and walk will be taking place August 10th and 11th. Organizer Michelle Christian is here with Mel on our other set to fill us in on the details, including some early bird race deadlines that runners will want to get in on. Mel, over to you.
Thank you, April. Well, welcome, Michelle.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, the Run Walk is the main event during the August 10th weekend, but perhaps the most important is the purpose behind it, as all the proceeds from the weekend go toward helping to break the chains of sex trafficking.
Yes.
So let's start there. Tell us the purpose behind this event.
So the event was created to raise awareness. It's kind of an undercover activity that happens. People don't want to talk about human trafficking. They don't want to face that it's happening in all 72 counties of Wisconsin. Open and active cases, FBI statistics, every single county. So it's happening under the radar, and we want to bring light to it, and we want to do something about it. And small communities can make a big impact. So that's why we started doing what we were doing.
So what do the proceeds from this event go toward to help for that problem?
Yeah, so we raised money for 2 specific organizations, the Inner Beauty Center of Milwaukee, which is funded by Deanne Lawson. They get their boots on the ground, they talk to these women, they meet their basic needs. And then we also support the Legacy of Purpose, founder Suzanne Cox. Now that reaches all over the United States. She's an international speaker, rescues little girls out of brothels in India, and helps support them physically, mentally, spiritually. It brings healing to them. So that's what we support.
How much has this event raised for the organizations in the past?
Already $20,000 we've sent to missions through these through the 5K. So
wow. So how did it get started in Necedah?
So actually, I'm from Necedah, and my church really got behind me on this mission. They caught the vision. I was actually listening to Suzanne Cox at one of our women's conferences over in Appleton, and I just knew we needed to do something. So I brought the vision to our leader, I brought the vision to our pastor, and they got behind me. And we've just seen God do amazing things with this event, and we've just partnered with lots of local businesses, our local Lions Club, and support us. So we just are working together to make a difference. So.
And this is, how many years have you been doing this?
This will be our 6th year.
Wow. So give me the details on the event.
So what it is we started with a spaghetti feed. We like to carbo load on Friday night. So for $5, if you pay in advance, you get a nice meal, salad, spaghetti, and then you get to hear our international speaker, Suzanne Cox. And this year she's bringing us a message entitled Never, Never, Never Give Up. And so talking about endurance in our race. And so for $5, you get all of that the night before. Then kicking off Saturday morning, registration opens at 7:30. The race gun goes off at 8:30. And we have anywhere from walkers, it's expert runners participating in this race. I call it our push, pull, or drag. So anybody can compete. We actually had a lady in a walker finish last year. So everybody waited at the finish line for our friend Sonia to cross the finish line in her walker. So anybody can do it, yeah.
And then you also have virtual runners?
Yeah, that is like brand new this year. So I heard about this option last year. I brought it to our timing company gentleman, and he said, I would love to help you do this. So everybody's got these, things to time themselves, these Garmins, these Map My Runs, and they're posting all over Facebook. And so what you do is you time yourself using one of these fitness apps. You send your time in during the week of the race, and we're actually doing a virtual rewards system so people can earn medals from anywhere in the world, participate and have the money go to the cause. So brand new this year, first time. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, I hope that all goes well. And this just sounds like such an amazing event.
Yeah.
So I hope you get a really good turnout. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Michelle.
Thank you, though.
Well, this week's Connect 24 News has been brought to you by Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon. When we come back, Larry Scheckel and Oakley Moser are here for our June edition of The Lab. And based on the set over there, you're not going to want to go anywhere because this looks like a lot of fun. We'll come back in a minute, but first, here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
want it, we'll find it, you got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal, sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
I'm here to demonstrate LYNXX speed, and with me I have physics teacher Doc Scheckel to check my math. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, and the circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles. So if you divide this into that, you get 7.46. That means that if you were to send an email, it'd travel around the world more than 7 times in less than 1 second.
That is correct.
And that's fast.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Toma and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even free person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Well, welcome back to LYNXX 24, and welcome to the June edition of the Lab. I'm joined by Larry Scheckel, you in back of me, okay, very good, and Oakley Moser, okay, to my left. And this month our theme is projectile motion. Camera crew, okay, be warned, okay. Consider yourself warned on this one. And and also watch, because there could be a lot of gravity to this demonstration. Okay, guys, what have we got?
This is the famous monkey and hunter problem. See, there was this rogue monkey, big ape in Africa, that was destroying crops and stealing people's food. Okay. So they sent 2 great hunters, that's Oakley and me, out to get this monkey.
Very good.
And so the monkey was a very smart monkey. He was up in the tree, and he says, well, when those guys shoot at me, when I see the flash of the gun and the bullet come out, I'm going to drop straight down, and the bullet will go harmlessly over my head. Ooh. That was his his
smart
thinking. So we're going to show that that may not be true. So we have a monkey here.
So that monkey thought he was going to get off of this thing.
That's right. And he's held up there by an electromagnet. I will put these 2 wires together here to hold the monkey in place.
Are there electromagnetics in Africa?
Oh, yes, they got them. They got them, yeah.
Okay.
So remember now, there's the monkey held by an electromagnet, and he's looking straight down this way at the bullet coming out of the barrel. And so when the bullet comes out of the barrel, it parts these 2 wires, and the monkey falls straight down.
Oh, excellent.
So he thinks the bullet's going to pass over the top of him.
This takes the place of a monkey brain.
Yeah,
Okay, very good.
So we're going to try to show that that's maybe not true.
That's cool. I like it.
So let's put this back here together.
Back over there.
We have a bullet in there.
You got a bullet.
Our bullet is a white marble. It'll show up well on camera.
Wow.
And the monkey hunter problem has been done by physics teachers all for a long time, but we tried to narrow it down to see how it would work here in the studio here. So
okay, with the monkey, this demonstration has evolved.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. So Oakley's going to fire the bullet. There's the monkey. He's a little sideways. Let's give it a try here. Okay. Oh, dead
nice hit. Nice hit. Very good.
And
Excellent.
See, that monkey thought he was going to drop down and the bullet would pass over his head.
Yeah, he did.
So he was not as smart as the 2 great hunters. That's Oakley and I, you see.
Very good. Well, now why? There must be some science in this.
And Oakley will explain that.
Uh-oh, here we go.
All right. So, Nick, we drew the setup here roughly. This would be our little cannon on the table, and our monkey in the tree. Most people realize there's 3 options here, right? It could either go above the monkey like the monkey thought it would, right? Or it can hit him, or it can go below. So where do you have to aim to try to compensate?
Oh, well, I see. Yeah, I'd be tempted to aim below, figuring that he would. I'd lead him.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people will choose that answer. In fact, we aimed right at him, right in his gut.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
So.
Okay.
that way, first of all, it makes it easy to sight, but it also works out every time as long as you can get your projectile to get there.
Really?
So if you imagine if this was the line of sight that we use to aim.
Right.
So we're looking right at his stomach there.
You bet.
If there was no gravity at all in this situation, he'd let go of the branch and nothing would happen.
Oh,
He would just hover there.
Yeah, okay,
And the
good.
bullet wouldn't drop at all because there'd be nothing to pull it down.
Floating monkey.
So if there was no gravity at all and you launch this, it's going to follow that exact line and hit him right where he sits.
Ooh, okay.
So if gravity then is the same for everything, if all things fall at the same rate,
here we go.
then it doesn't matter what the acceleration is. They both have the same one.
I feel a physic coming on.
So if we aim right at him anyway, the monkey will start to drop downward vertically as he lets go as soon as that ball passes out the end of the barrel. But the ball will fall in the same amount of time, the same distance.
So the ball's, yes, okay, it's not going to go straight. The bullet is going
to... It's going to curve something like this until you hit him over here.
And that'll happen always there, higher or lower? How does that work?
It just depends how far we pull it back. So we pull about halfway back, the little plunger there to fire it. And so if we pulled it back further, it would shoot faster and it would hit him higher, because it would spend less time in the air, and the monkey would spend less time falling.
Very good.
And so if we pull it back not quite so far, but it can still get over here, it'll hit him somewhere closer to the ground.
You guys have done it again.
You're guaranteed to hit every single time as long as the monkey is within range and you have aimed the bullet at the monkey.
This is wonderful. I like this. Very good. Does that work for raccoons too and other things?
Well, raccoons aren't that dumb.
Yeah, but the audience should know that no animals were hurt during the demonstration over here. Okay. You can find this and past editions of the lab on our LYNXX Facebook page. We need to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll be introducing you to one of our favorite new vendors at the Thomas Farmer Market. Don't go anywhere. Let's do the monkey again. This is gorgeous.
I'm Bill Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO at Toma Memorial Hospital, and I have been here for 22 years. It's the dedication of all the people that work here, our frontline staff, the medical staff, the board of directors. They're all fully engaged in the work that we do every day. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success, building upon our quality and our reputation at our new facility that is going to be constructed starting this year. Toma Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
I guess you could say I'm a purist. If you want a quality product, you have to source the best ingredients out there. Great coffee isn't just made, it's milked.
The secret to a good cup of coffee is our pasture-raised cows. Cows love grass, so we got a great blend for them. It has some earthy tones. There's a real grassiness to it. People have been using Organic Valley, half and half, to make the best cup of coffee for over 20 years. So it made sense that one day we'd open our own coffee shop in some hip neighborhood in New York City. I just saw a girl carrying a ukulele. You can order organic half and half in 3 sizes. A little bit, a double, or a lotta. Then you just have to add the coffee. It's over there.
Got a double for Gina? Do you have coffee?
It's the world's best coffee. Just add coffee. You'll find it in the dairy aisle.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
You're watching LYNXX 24.
Connecting you to the community.
American farmer, we're all dependent on you.
LYNXX 24. The Thomas Farmers Market has been open since May, and if you visited this year, you've probably seen a new farm stand, Fawn Tracks Farmstead. I am joined by owners and farmers, Mitch and Jessica Dreyer, who are here to fill us in on their farm and what they're selling at this market this season. Well, welcome, Jessica and Mitch. It's great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Can we just start off, tell us a little bit about your farm, from the farmstead?
Well, I guess you would say we start out, my grandparents purchased the farm in 1954, and they then purchased the farm next door where we now live when my parents got married in the early 70s. And after my grandparents died, the house got rented out for a while until Jess and I moved in. So then when we moved in, I mean, it was a good house, but it just needed a lot to make it into a home. And that's when we started to create our farmstead.
Yeah. Wow, so third generation in your home, very historic.
Yes, it needed a little loving, so we gave it some love.
Yeah, and so your farmstead has led you to some of the products that we see here. And you're a new vendor at the farmer's market.
Yep.
So should we just kind of get right into some of the products? Because they're so excited what you brought.
Yes. So when we first started, what got us kind of rolling was we saw an issue. When we got married, Mitch had really rough hands, farm hands we'll call them.
Oh, okay.
Really cracked, bleeding, a lot of grease stuck in it, kind of nothing would help. No Dawn dish soap, nothing would help. So
Even that lava bar, right? That red,
Nothing.
you know?
Nothing.
A scrub brush,
They were just dirty all the time, no matter what.
And we have a wonderful picture from our wedding.
I think it's right here, right?
Yeah, that actually shows that.
Okay, this is a great picture.
So you can see his hands, they just never got clean, even on our wedding night. So I was like, what can we make for that? So I did some investigating, and I found to make lotion bars.
Okay.
So everyone mistakes them for soap, but it is a lotion bar. It's a hard lotion bar.
And they're in here, right?
Yes, and I got different flavors. I've been experimenting with essential oils and everything. That one's the plain one. We call that Buck Naked.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a fun name, right? And then you've got some down here. Our viewers can see that. So, Mitch, has it really helped?
Yeah, they're a lot different now, actually, soft-ish, I mean, for a farmer. It's weird to have a hard lotion bar to start with.
Sure.
But, I mean, it's so great how just 3 ingredients can do so much for you when, you know, all the fancy stuff that you get at the store doesn't.
So our consumers can definitely buy the lotion bar at the farmer's market in Toma, so get out there for that. So really, that's a great inspiration. So that's the whole theme of a farmstead, is making products on your own, with your own, kind of living off the grid.
Yes.
Kind of?
Yep. Going back to our roots, I like to say.
Okay.
Like our grandparents did, where it wasn't as easy to go to the store and purchase said lotions or whatever it be. So we really try and think about the ingredients that we're putting into our bodies, and then we find a way to create that on our farmstead.
Trying to be as self-sufficient as you can.
Oh, that's a great way to be self-sufficient.
Natural.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what else you brought in? Some.
Yeah, we have some eggs, and what
they're beautiful. The
love
colors.
to see is not many people get to see green eggs, and we have green eggs and spotted eggs and duck eggs.
You even have like a gold looking, like a copper looking egg, peach, pink. Those are beautiful.
So, and then what I sell at the farmer's market right now is our maple syrup. We do our own maple syrup. We tap the trees from beginning to end. So that's exciting. And then while I was experimenting with our lotion, the same 3 ingredients, I was able to do some chapsticks.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So that was interesting. I thought, who could make chapstick? And sure enough, easy enough to do.
She started this and I was like, where do you buy empty chapstick tubes? And next thing I know, there's a box of 500 of them on our doorstep, and started filling them.
Someone's making those. Well, and tell us a little bit about your chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, so those have been a big hit the last few weeks. I've been experimenting with baked goods, so incorporating our canned goods that we do at home. So I make unsweetened applesauce and our maple syrup, and somehow I incorporate them into our baked goods. So I just brought one example. These are chocolate chip cookies, which have neither product in it, but they are so good.
They're amazing.
But our applesauce bars are a big hit with cream cheese frosting. So yeah, we try and bring back our roots somehow all the time on making our own products with everything we have.
Great. Well, good luck at the farmer's market as a new vendor, and I'm going to step out, maybe get some of the lotion bar. That looks great. Well, you can find out more about Jessica and Mitch and their farmstead, by following Fawn Tracks Farmstead on Facebook. And don't forget to get down to the Toma's Farmer's Market for one of Jessica's cookies or her apple bars. And when we come back, we'll be filling you in on what's coming up in the community. Don't go anywhere.
If there's no farm, there ain't no food. Thank God you do what you do.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO at Toma Memorial Hospital, and I have been here for 22 years. It's the dedication of all the people that work here, our frontline staff, the medical staff, the board of directors. They're all fully engaged in the work that we do every day. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success, building upon our quality and our reputation at our new facility that is going to be constructed starting this year. Toma Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
Because the health and well-being of your family are precious, you can trust Robbie's Pharmacy to make your privacy our priority. At Robbie's Pharmacy, your prescription consultations are both personal and discreet. Explain your medications and answer questions you may have. Robbie's Pharmacy has a solid commitment to you and our local New Lisbon community. Robbie's Pharmacy, the personal service you want with the professional staff you deserve.
You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Free, come together right now over me.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. Here's a quick look at what's coming up in your community. The New Lisbon Chamber citywide garage sales will take place this weekend, June 8th through the 10th, starting at 8 a.m. each day. Participating addresses are posted on the Chamber's Facebook page, and sellers will also be set up in the Silver Star parking lot.
Good. LYNXX customers are invited to the company's annual Customer Appreciation event, which I look forward to every year, taking place from 3 until 6 p.m. on June 19th at the LYNXX Truck Garage, located at 127 U.S. Highway 16, isn't it? Was it?
Well, 16.
You're right. Enjoy a meal, family fun, kids games, plus registration to win, and some great prizes that will be there.
That is always such a fun event.
We'll all be there.
We have a blast, yes.
Okay, good.
And if you didn't get your garage sale fill this weekend, the Discover Necedah citywide garage sale will take place the weekend of June 22nd and 23rd. From 8 until 4 p.m. both days, there will be citywide sales, craft sales, food, plus a fishing contest on Saturday at the Old Mill Park. Free event and sale maps will be available at the Village Hall. So make sure you get out there and get your garage sailing in.
Yeah, well, June Dairy Month has turned into June Garage Sale Month, I think.
That's right, yeah.
In Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I didn't miss any of that, did I?
I think we should buy some of the syrup and do a taste test contest with your syrup and the farm tracks.
And I have syrup too because my Amish neighbors tapped my trees and then they gave me a quart.
Okay, we should do a little taste test.
And mine is really
syrup
good.
War.
A syrup off.
Syrup
A syrup off.
Syrup off.
Syrup off. Okay, good.
Well, I really think that you guys everybody should try to make it out to this walk run in Necedah.
It's a very good cause.
Yes, it's amazing.
That's coming up?
It's August 11th.
And you can just do anything.
Yeah,
walk,
you can walk, crawl,
whatever.
run,
Okay, gotcha.
You're supporting a really good
Yes,
cause.
it is an excellent cause.
Okay, good. Can I wear this to my jacket like this?
Yeah, you should stay in your traveling clothes, your vacationing.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, thank you to Michelle Christensen, Larry Scheckel, Oakley Moser, and Mitch and Jessica Dreyer from Fawn Tracks Farmstead for joining us this week. Thank you to our sponsors, our YouTube viewers, and all of you at home for tuning in to LYNXX 24, where we're connecting you to the community.